this is, I am talking about UMA multiprocessor. Suppose this processor is taking data from this memory in 2 nanoseconds. Then this processor will take data from this memory also in 2 nanoseconds, from this memory also in 2 nanoseconds. But that means time taken to fetch data from any memory module is same. That is why it is called uniform memory access. Time taken to take data from any memory is always same. So that is called UMA, uniform memory access. Second is non-uniform memory access, in which P1, P2 and these are the local memory 1, 2, 3 and these are connected through interconnection network. This can be drawn. Suppose time taken from this is 2, then time taken from another one is 4, from some another memory it is taking 6 nanoseconds. That means time taken is not equal. Suppose this processor is taking some data from its own local memory, then it will take that data without bringing interconnection network into the picture. Okay or not? Clear? This processor can directly take data from LM1 without bringing this interconnection network into picture, and that is why it will be faster. Suppose P1 is taking data from LM1 in 2 nanoseconds, but suppose this P1 has to take data from LM2, then how it will take data? Then P1 will request this interconnection network, and then through interconnection network will request this P2, and then data of LM2 will come through this interconnection network into P1. Suppose that means P1 has to take data from LM2, LM3, etc. Then interconnection network will come into picture, and that is why time taken will be more. But if P1 has to take data from itself, its own local memory, then time will be less. That is why it is called non-uniform memory access. Third one is cache only memory access. That means only cache memory is there, no local memory is there. That means entire local memory is converted into cache memory, which in earlier slide also I had shown. This one, NUMA with no cache, full local, with cache and local both, and with full cache and no local. Full cache, entire local memory is converted into cache memory. So this is COMA model, cache only memory access, interconnection network. These are the processors. This is the cache memory, and D is shown one more thing. D is called directory protocol. So I am not going into directory protocol, but there are two types of protocols: Snoopy protocol, SNOOPY Snoopy, and another one is directory protocol to maintain cache consistency. Suppose in the cache memory of one processor some changes are made, then it is to be notified. Suppose A is changed from 2 to 3, then in all the cache memories it has to be A is equal to 3 only. And that is why a common broadcasting signal is sent in Snoopy protocol. But in directory protocol, individually all related cache memories where that particular value of that variable, that means variable A exists. Suppose in first, second, fourth, sixth, etc. places variable A exists, then only in A and these respective cache memories only that that signal will be sent. In Snoopy protocol, entire broadcasting will be done. So here we have shown this directory protocol. That means only in selected cache memories this signal will be sent to modify the value of the variable. And third and fourth one is NORMA, no remote memory access. No remote memory access means suppose this processor has to take data from memory. It can take data from its own memory, but it cannot take data from the memory of this processor without bringing this interconnection network into the picture. No remote memory access. That means this processor cannot take data directly from this memory. It has to take data through this interconnection network, and this NORMA model is used in your distributed computing also, and this is called message passing interconnection network. Mesh, ring, torus, hypercube, completely connected, etc. are the interconnection networks which are used. So in multiprocessor, these are the interconnection networks, and here it is the static interconnection network. They are the dynamic interconnection networks. We are not going into the detail of that. So these are the models within multiprocessor, UMA, NUMA, COMA, and this NORMA pertains to multi-computer. Okay. Thank you. Any questions? If you have any question in this or suggestion, or you can add something, then you are most welcome.
So if somebody wants to pursue the research in this area,
Yes,
then
various areas are there.
what is the platform we will have to access, like software in terms of MATLAB or some other software?
I am telling. One is OMP. One is OMP means Open Multiprocessing. This is a free tool. You can download it very easily, and this just gives you one header file of C, omp.h, and you can include that file, and you can find a number of more commands with the help of this, and various students are pursuing with this OMP, and you can, that means afterwards also you can discuss. OMP.h, this is one. Another one is MPI. This is also free. Message passing interface. So MPI.h file will be available. Third one is CUDA. This is also free, CUDA.h. But your hardware should support, and your laptop must have NVIDIA graphics card for running this CUDA program.
Which graphics card?
NVIDIA graphics card. So that type of laptop you can purchase, and then you can install CUDA also. So then even with your own laptop you will be able to perform parallel programming. Actually,
It is also free level CUDA.
CUDA is also freely available. And if you talk about MATLAB, then in MATLAB parallel computing tool comes, but I have not found it satisfactory. So these are very good quality MPI and CUDA, and to start with, at least suppose you have to add from 1 to 100. So there are 4 cores. Suppose on your laptop there are 4 cores. With the help of this OMP, you can distribute, like first core should perform 1 to 25. Second core should perform 26 to 50. Third should perform from 51 to 75. Fourth from 76 to 100. This type of division is possible to do with the help of OMP, MPI, CUDA power. You can manually control this. And then you can measure the time also, how much time it is taking, and with sequential how much time it is taking, and then you can compare.
So in normal systems,
Yes.
nowadays we get multi-processor system. There must be some of these things already there in the operating system.
So this runs in Linux platform, and this you will have to download OMP, MPI.
Okay, this is for Linux.
Yes,
Linux platform.
Linux. And this can be easily downloaded, freely available, no problem. For CUDA, only thing is that there must be NVIDIA graphics card, and for OMP API, no graphics card. And researchers are carrying out under me load balancing and scheduling, pipelining. They are the topics which are, that means research is under progress. And for pipelining, I have shown in one slide also. Under pipeline, super architecture, super scalar architecture.
Platform is software or hardware in these parts?
Software, but these tools provide you the facility of achieving parallelism in your laptop, because your quad core laptop, you are not able to see the performance or you are not able to divide the work according to you. So here you can manually control yourself.
All in software.
Yes. But your laptop itself is quite core.
Oh, yes.
So hardware also wise also. Any other questions?
Like sir, shared memory concepts and many other things we are using. How will we be able to do shared memory concept in this software?
Shared
Memory of this our system is same RAM.
Yes.
So how shared memory concept will be
See.
implemented?
Shared memory and distributed memory. Suppose you have to do this, MATLAB parallel computing tool comes in both the versions. Distributed version also, in which 7-8 computers will have to be connected in one network, and then that can be performed. That will become the distributed memory, and data will have to come from one computer to other, and that tool can be installed, but that is not very successful. I did not find it much successful. But on shared memory, that means on one computer, there is no problem. Clear? On distributed computing environment, this tool is not very much functional, but on one computer, it is very much operational. So one computer means shared memory, different computers means distributed memory. And as I told in very beginning, that in order to keep pace with world, India is promoting very much this supercomputing and has established supercomputing mission of 4,500 crore rupees. India should not lag behind in parallel computing. So future is also very good in this parallel computing area. Any more questions?
Any more question?
You can, if somebody is interested to ask some more question or clear some technical doubts, I am available. My number is 98271 72100. You can note it down and you can contact me. That means no problem for technical discussion at least. Because I myself want to promote this subject in this area. So, thank you.